Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. We are ready to meet the demands of the youth. Hello, everyone. A very warm big thank you to you. Thank you so much for your support. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you so much. Yesterday, we brought you up to date with the fact that President Muhammadu Buhari, Senate President Ahmed Lawa, House Representative Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila had an indoor meeting, a closed door meeting to discuss the ongoing protests that have gone on for day 13 now in our country. They had a closed door meeting because they had to quickly address what is going on. By the way, NSAS is getting the endorsement from every rook and cranny of the country, from our leaders, from our spiritual leaders, from those who mean well for this country, lawyers and great people who really mean that Nigeria should be good and better. People who have had opportunity to travel and see how the society and the economy work elsewhere. But Nigeria is a different case where there is law and order and the law and order is maintained. Let's bring you up to date right now with what they have resolved. They finally said they are ready to meet the demands of the youth. So let's see how they are ready. Let's get on. President Muhammadu Buhari yesterday met with Senate President Ahmed Lawa, Speaker of the House of Representatives Femi Gbajabiamila, to review the ongoing protest and find the fastest way to implement the protesters' 7-point agenda. Speaking to journalists at the end of the meeting at the presidential official residence in Abuja, Ahmed Lawa admitted that it was a trying moment for the government. He pointed out that the youth have made their legitimate demand and the government has listened, and we are ready to implement what they are asking. He therefore called on the youth to halt the protest so that the government can take sufficient time and in a conducive environment to implement their demand. Lawa said the first demand was to end SARS. Listen, if you remember, President Muhammadu Buhari himself addressed the country, and in the usual manner, he addressed and ended the SARS. I want to thank President Muhammadu Buhari for exhibiting, this is Ahmed Lawa now, patting his principle at the back, for very deep democratic credibility. Let's continue. The protests have gone on for over 11 days across the states of the country. I think the protesters have expressed their legitimate rights and the government have listened, and the essence of coming to meet with President Muhammadu Buhari is to review the situation and see the roles the two arms of government should play in ensuring the 5 to 7 point agendas that the protesters are probably wants us to address is addressed. Why the legislative intervention will be required. We are ready to move in and determine and deal with such expenditures to ensure that we do not waste any time, so that we address the concerns of the youth. Where the executive role is expected, we are sure that the executive will also execute action, and we will be watching to ensure that such demands are probably and possibly met immediately. Since the protests have taken place and the issue have been accepted, the time has come for the protesters to stop, because government needs sufficient time in a conducive environment to implement their demands, and the protesters will be happy. We also applaud and appeal to the youth to put a hold to the protest, as it might hurt the economy. He said we also need to have our economy to continue to go on. When you try to stop people from engaging in their lawful activity, closing roads or markets and other economic places, such will directly affect the country's economy, and this is not the best way to go. If the issue have not been accepted, then there have been the genuine grounds for the the reason to continue the protest. But since the issue have been accepted, we should all give the government time to implement the issues. Therefore, I am seizing this opportunity to appeal to our youths who are protesting that the protests have already yielded their desired result. First of all, they said end SARS. That was the beginning, and SARS was scrapped by the IG. SARS was scrapped by the president himself. The president made a presidential statement. Gbajúmọ̀ said there was no bigger Democrat than President Muhammadu Buhari for what he did. He gave us a listening ear, the same he always gives Nigerians. He accepted absolutely everything that the Nigerians asked. I have heard the stories that we have heard that to end SARS like 4 times before. This is what people are saying. Like I said, you have never heard it from Mr. President himself, have you? But now he has said so. So let us tarry a little while. Let us sit back. We have got what we want. Let us sit back and see what happened. If you like, you begin your protest again. If nothing happens in 2 weeks. But for now, please, we want the NSAS protest to stop so that the economy can continue. Please, the NSAS protest is damaging our economy, and economy is not thriving. So this is Femi Gbajúmọ̀ speaking and saying that they have heard that the protest should stop for 2 weeks and see if it will not, if they will not, if they have not listened. You see, he said so. Nigerians, the youth should please, and they should put a halt to this NSAS protest because the economy is suffering. Anyway, we have heard you, Gbajúmọ̀. We have heard you. We hear you, but we want to see actions. Enough is enough. We want to see actions. Get on with it. We're waiting to see the actions you will implement because this has gone on for far too long. If I don't know you and I'm brutalized by them, I don't have your phone number to call you to say, Uncle, sir, this is happening. How will I have help? You need to talk to me. How will I? Because it's only those that have God and people around them to help them. Other people have died in this matter. You don't understand it, Gbajúmọ̀. You don't get a clue of what is actually going on. If you do, you understand where we are coming from. It has not happened to you now. Your children are schooling abroad. Your children are having a good time. So you don't understand what other people's children are going through in this country. You don't understand. You don't get a clue. You don't understand it. If you do, you guys will act faster, not fast, faster or fastest, and make sure that immediately, this monarch, this evil thriving in our society come to an end. There is about time. It's about time. It has gone on for far too long. We've been quiet, and you guys have been taking us for a ride, saying that they don't mind them. What did they know? Buhari there calls us lazy. He went abroad and told them that we are lazy youth. Seriously? Anyway, you have lazy people now, so deal with lazy people. Deal with them. We need to see how lazy people respond when you push them to the wall, because we will tell you we are not lazy. Do you see what we do? We clean up after ourselves and we make sure that we are better. We have even put up money, and is going further. It's affecting life more than the money you guys, all those money you guys will vomit it to because you give us account. We want accountability in this nation. We will audit all of you. Anyway, guys, leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.